If you are new to our channel, welcome aboard to our 1971 Viking 37. My name is Ivan, this is my wife Victoria, and these are our kids. Hi guys, I removed all wires and they only left for the pressure pump, and this was the light. I don't know, it's kind of like a very interesting connection diagram of bright mind of some engineer, I guess, but I don't know what to say. This is not supposed to be on any vessel. This is just like mostly damaging the system. I removed the tape, electrical tape from this kind of joint. I turn on the light and you will clearly see that the joint of the wire is totally rusted away, and this is a good spot for heating. So most fires on the pleasure craft happen from electrical connections. It's actually from disconnections like this. So this stuff shouldn't be on any vessel at all. Just end of story. If you ever want to connect like that, just use some terminals with the hydro isolation for the whole connection. No other choices at all. Well, no more cables around. Everything is clean except this wire overhand. But this is light, and I'm gonna do clean those sides right now. And a few black spots from water damage in bulkhead, so I'll probably just sand this down and fill with the resin mixed with the cabo seal. And also I'm thinking to fill those holes in both sides the bulkhead. Maybe a piece of plywood, just glue them down, and I'll need to run cables from both sides, and also the plumbing from bow to the stern, because I have a water tank on both sides. So yeah, it's plenty of time to spend on this project. The sanding process is not really fun, you know. So I sanded down whatever I could. It's just super tired. And well, I'm gonna sand a little more on the bottom side just to remove this gel coat. There is some black thing behind the gel coat, probably uncured resin, but something else, I don't know. Anyway, I'm planning to remove this whole thing to prepare for the painting with gel coat. Well, I have a plan for the inline holding tank. I built this shelf to just mocking up how high I want to put this tank. So the idea, I just make a parallel shelf from top shelf, just making 3 bars same length. And the idea is just to have this tank goes inside through these 3 holes, and just want to put it in and probably slide inside to save some space. And then I will build some kind of a spacer underneath just to slide in and lift it up. So since I have a horizontal plate right now and the level where I'm gonna start from, I need to build a supporting thing, 2 more plates, which is going to be glued to the hull and to the shelf together. And this will be a starting point of kind of building new structure over here. I transferred the curve of the hull to the piece of plywood, and I'm gonna cut this down, sand it, and glue this thing in. There is a hole in the plywood, but yeah, whatever. I just fill with the resin mixed with the cabo seal, and it should be okay. The supporting plate is cut. Looks fit okay. No big gaps all around. Just only working one to fill with resin mixed with cabo seal. So yeah, a couple of more measurements and good to go to install it on this new home. I realigned it supporting plate again using special tool. Well, and also cut those two tabbing from CSM. Yeah, well, I would think to use 1708, but this is not really super extreme structural piece, so CSM will work for sure. So it's time to mix resin. So half of resin will go with the cable seal underneath of that plank, and the rest will go for the tabbing. And I have to soak this piece of wood at least 1 or 2 layers to have it really solid and waterproofed. Well, I cut that top plate a little bit too much actually, so I prefer to have one piece and have one supporting plank from one side, and the other side is just should rest on the bulkhead, and then there will be a kind of single structural thing for supporting bulkhead and super strong shelf itself. So I don't know, I'm gonna rebuild this again and maybe cut another piece, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna put all that supporting plank down to the hull, and then we'll dance from there, go to the forward. Anyway, I got a horizon, and I can figure it out how far I should go. So I just need some more space to fit that pooping tank inside. Just slide in and lift it up. So I believe the height is okay. I mean, the clearance is pretty much enough for doing so. So the whole idea is to have those pipes goes inside through the holes in there, and then I can attach any hoses from it. The plank is glued in, so I use resin with the cable seal in between the hull and the plank, and use 2 tabbings from both sides, and it's you see it's transparent, so it's really good adhesion. Well, yeah, I like it. Well, I changed my mind. I will reuse this shelf. I don't want to cut a new one. It's I just like this material. It's super nice. So I cut extra spacer, and I will attach it with the resin. And I have a special tool for kind of make a side to side planks. I will give it a try to use it anyway. This will be a little shorter than it is right now, so I'm gonna cut extra lip from inside, and also the internal side is not really even right now, so I'm gonna cut angled that thing to make it much closer than it is right now. Anyway, let's cut. I had some doubt that the shelf is quite too low actually, and then this thing is not gonna like fit properly. So yeah, as you see, it can go if even I angle it a little bit and trying to push it in, it just goes. So yeah, maybe I should lift it up a little bit. I don't know. I'll try it. Well, if I add some spacer, let's say I want to lift it up, that the tank doesn't really go inside. It's just no way. I will leave it as is right now. Yeah, it's just mocking up of the height of this structure, so I will build some frame from these pieces probably, and it looks pretty much okay what I've expected for, and I have a pretty much free access to the pipes, so it should be okay. Now is the plan to extend this shelf to the bulkhead, and also cut this shelf to make it flush with the tank. Actually, I don't need any extra anyway. I got this special set for aligning those holes, so there will be 2 holes, and then I put a piece of wood inside and glue this in, so it should work. I'll give it a try. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure it out how to use this stuff, so I took a legacy way. So I drilled the holes and put 3 screws in there. It's okay, it will work anyway. Now I'm going to dry fit it again and cut angled one side to attach to the hull and dry fit it again and find a way how to cut the other side. Well, the shelf is ready, dry fitted, so let's fit the tank. It just slides in somehow. Needs a little force. Yeah, just perfectly. And then I can even lift it up, this thing. And yeah, it's a really nice fit. And this is our lifting stuff to support. I will build the frame after. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I really like it. And really flush with the tank, so it's okay. And the hose inlets are really accessible. So now I'm gonna make a tabbing for this bulkhead side, and yeah, I'll do some glazing with using cable seal. Also, I need to figure it out how to close these big holes in the bulkhead, and I need to sand down whatever left over to sand down. I will start from these holes. So I covered one side of the holes with the Gorilla tape, which is duct tape. Yeah, really good stuff, you know, sticking to everything. So there is a holes, and I glue them out with the tape, and I will have to cut some round shape plugs. So it's a 12 millimeter thick plywood of the bulkhead, so probably I will use two pieces of regular 6 millimeters plywood and just glue them all together. Will be the 12 using resin and cable seal. Yeah, I cut those blanks, but this is another story. If you like this video, please hit thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.